let's get started. So, when I meditate, I like to sit on the floor. You're
Mhm.
welcome to find any type of a position that works for you. You can come to a wall for support. That's really wonderful. So that you know your back will be seated really tall and long, feeling comfy as you get to a space that works for you. If you're staying in your desk chair, completely understand, but do try to take off your socks and any shoes that you have on. Try pressing your feet gently into the ground to find a sense of grounding in your practice. We'll talk more about that today, especially. And then once you arrive in your preferred meditation spot, by the way, you can also walk if that feels good. You can also lie down, whatever makes you happy. But once you arrive, let's just wiggle a little bit. Any way that feels good for you. Think about a bird feathering its nest. You're just trying to get in deeply to your spot so you can feel really supported and comfortable. And then I like to take a few stretches. Let's bring our arms all the way overhead. Reach to the sky. Feel your ribs lifting out of your hips. Feel your armpits and your heart floating. And take your eyes towards your fingertips. Let's clasp our hands behind our head and press our skulls back, trying to find a broad chest opening from your collarbones. Feels like they're smiling a little bit. And go the opposite way. Round your back as much as your chair or your seat will allow. Tuck your chin towards your chest and try to tap your elbows towards one another. Rounding into an angry cat shape here. Possibly wiggling around again. A little movement can feel really stimulating for your spine. Inhale, reopen. We'll go one more big round. We're moving a bit to start so that our bodies are ready to be calm and still for our meditation. When you're ready for exhale, come on down, angry cat shape. Tuck your elbow points towards one another, eyes towards navel. Inhale, sit back up tall, reach really wide, like there's walls closing in on you, and press them away. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Release your hands anywhere works. They could be on the arms of a chair, the floor. I personally like my knees, or you can cup them in your lap. Some folks will be able to connect with their breath a little bit more easily if we tap a hand towards our stomach and a hand towards our chest. If you're feeling particularly overstimulated today, I would encourage you to place your palms flat on a surface. If you're the opposite and you're needing energy, turn your palms towards the sky. And as we settle, most importantly, we're trying to block out stimulation and distractions. So if it's comfortable for you, I'd highly recommend blinking your eyes closed. For my personal practice, I don't close my eyes completely, but I do the best I can. So I take my eyes down towards the floor, something really still and unmoving. Just down the bridge of your nose is a great place to focus. And then I'll close my eyes to little tiny slits so that my eyelashes come together and makes everything really blurry and unfocused. Not fully closed, but a great way to disconnect from what's going on around you. Let's arrive in our practice. Big, beautiful breath in through both nostrils. Softening through your jaw and exhaling, allowing your mouth to come open. Big sigh, relief. Breathing in one more time, just like that, in through the nostrils. And an open mouth exhalation like a big sigh, full of relief. Breathing however it feels good to you for the rest of your practice. I'm a few days late on this one because our practices come on a Wednesday, but I wanted to meditate today on the summer solstice that just passed on Sunday. It just so happened to be Father's Day, so that may have been what you were thinking about celebrating on Saturday or commemorating. But it was also the summer solstice, which is really special. So in June, summer solstice is when the sun reaches the northernmost points from the equator. Usually falls between the 20th and the 22nd of every year. Just so happened to be on the 20th this year on Sunday. We can really meditate using the summer solstice, bringing in a sense of peacefulness, bringing ourselves into a very natural state. making conscious decisions to breathe through situations that arise, whatever we're encountering in our life. But as we come and practice breath together, we feel more able and apt to respond, rather than we react sometimes to situations in ways that we're not super proud of. So with our breath practice, we can use that and respond as we're really proud to do. In honor of the summer solstice, we're going to connect today with our inner suns. And we'll do this by meditating on our solar plexus chakra. A chakra is a little spinning energy wheel, is how you can envision it. And there are a lot of these energy centers from the crown of our head towards our tailbone. We'll focus on just one of those today. The one we're focusing on, the solar plexus chakra, is just above our navel and just below our rib cages. So this energy center is where we're going to find warrior strength, inner fire. Sometimes you hear people saying, stoke your inner fire. It comes from your solar plexus chakra. So if it feels good, you can press a hand or two on top of it. Just try to really connect, draw some warmth from it. And as we're settling more deeply into our comfortable seat and we're breathing deeply, or hoping to increase the depth of our breath, let's send it right down into our stomach, into this solar plexus chakra. And I'm really big on imagery, so I like to use imagination as we meditate. You might imagine a warm, glowing sensation. It's blossoming from within you. It's warm, and its warmth is spreading out into the space around you. It's so vast that it will connect you with all of the universe's mysteries. So we'll visualize this golden sun growing brighter and stronger in your solar plexus chakra with every single breath we take. You may like to incorporate a little mantra for the solar plexus chakra. So if it's difficult for you to see it in your mind's eye or to feel it with your hands, there's a sound that we can make that helps us find where it is. The sound is rum, rum, rum. And if you say that out loud, you don't have to, but if you want to, you'll actually feel that area of your body either vibrating or moving. So remember, the sound is rum, rum, rum. And when you're meditating on your own, on your solar plexus chakra, you can continue to make this sound. You can think the mantra. You incorporate this into your meditation. You can chant it with each exhalation. It may be really helpful for you. Let's take a big breath in, focusing on our solar plexus chakra. And we'll keep our eyes gently closed or fully closed, but we'll actually open our eyes to a whole new world, reaching with fresh energy, fresh prana, life force, as we make our way through the rest of today. Let's try 2 more big breaths in. Full breaths out each time. Breathing in, we honor our solar chakra and the health of our solar plexus chakra by making an effort every day to trust our gut intuition. Breathing in and breathing out. Next time you breathe in, thinking or repeating, I am confident. Inhalation, I feel empowered to be my very best self. That's a big one, so we'll try that one again. I feel empowered to be my very best self. Next inhalation, I have the self-discipline to reach my goals. I have the self-discipline to reach my goals. These are affirmations for tapping deeply into our solar plexus chakra. As you breathe your next cycle, I love and respect myself. I have many strengths. I am capable and free to make a good decision, the best choice for me in any situation. I am capable and free to make a good decision, the best decision for me in any given situation. Courage flows through me. I love that one. We're going to do that one again. Courage flows through me. Continuing to breathe into this area of your body, envisioning that warm, glowing light beginning to radiate, not just within you, but out of you into your space. Remember, it can reach as far as every mystery in this universe. So we'll send it out to those who are in need today as well. So on Sunday, on the summer solstice, it was the longest day and the shortest night of our solar year. One of my very favorite days of the whole year. And it's exciting. I love summer, but it also marks the shortening. So we begin to return to the dark half of the year, slowly and steadily. Breathing in and breathing out. We meditate using our solstices, in this case our summer solstice. There is a winter one as well, but we like to use the Earth's yearly cycle and take a moment to just slow down, stop if you will. We're definitely stopping some aspects of our life to meditate, to be still and to look back at our own unique journey since the last solstice. In this case, it was the winter solstice in December. And from now until the next winter solstice, everything in Earth will begin to start very slowly. Think about slow motion, withdrawing back within. We have some rituals that we can do to honor the summer solstice. We can use this time to focus on what we really wish to nurture and develop within ourselves during these coming months. Summer solstice, I like to think of it as a doorway into the second half of your year. Energizing paths that will lead within and lead you towards your goals. So you think about this doorway. Let's stand together on this threshold and ask ourselves, what do we wish to encourage within ourselves or maybe within our lives as a whole? There are some specific ways that we can take the time to do this or to celebrate the summer solstice. Hopefully you'll consider doing these things and taking some time to meditate as well. So we can choose to create a new morning routine. Usually with these longer days and the solstice in particular being the longest day of the year, we're encouraged to rise and shine a little earlier with all that great light coming in our windows in the mornings. So it's a great time to take advantage of extra sunlight to help us, like I said, rise and shine, wake up early and do something that makes you feel really good. So it doesn't have to be meditation. It could be movement of some kind, taking a revitalizing bath or shower. Whatever may be really nice for you, I encourage you to rise just a bit earlier over the summer months to celebrate the solstice and really honor the inner fire that we're trying to stoke. And enjoying the Surya, Sanskrit. Surya is Sanskrit for the word sun. So as we do this, we create a new morning routine. We're out and about more, hopefully. We're also enjoying the sun. Simply getting outdoors, maybe by taking a quick walk, or maybe heading to the park, spending a lot of time outdoors, just making time to connect with nature is a beautiful way for us to slow down, breathe, become present, and notice what's going on around us and within us. As I mentioned earlier, when I ask you to meditate with me, I always encourage you to, if you're not directly on the floor, to at least take your shoes and socks off and get the bottoms of your feet on the floor. This is super applicable to summer solstice and meditating during the summer solstice. So we're going to try to make it a point to let our feet be naked and free. When the weather is warm and it's comfy for your feet to do so, I have a little summer homework for you to consider walking barefoot for just a short period of time each day. If you're not used to it and your feet are really tender, take your time and ease in. So you might like to start in the grass, but we refer to this as, I like to say, earthing. You'll hear the word grounding. Remembering that as humans, we evolved in direct contact with the Earth's energy, with the Earth's electric charge. But unfortunately, we've become losing that connection. We've become a little lost because of inventions such as buildings, furniture, shoes, soles of our feet. We don't really get a lot of barefoot contact with the earth. But if you do this, I can assure you that with practice, you'll get more comfortable and you'll have almost instant physiological changes within yourself. So believe it or not, the sense of grounding or earthing as you step barefoot can help you improve sleep. It can reduce pain, decrease tension in your muscles. It can lower your stress level. You can walk on grass, soil, sand, mulch, gravel, or concrete. Other options, of course, would be swimming in the ocean, a lake, or another body of water. Or you can just sit against a tree and really lean against the trunk. So it doesn't have to be the bottoms of our feet specifically, but that's just a great way to do it. So remember that everything in our body is made up of atoms. And all these little microscopic particles have equal numbers of negatively charged electrons. They come in pairs. And positively charged protons. So our atoms are neutral unless it loses one of these electrons, one of those negative charges. When it has an unpaired electron, it becomes a free radical with a positive charge, capable of damaging our cells and contributing to inflammation, cancer, other diseases. So obviously when we encounter one of these things, we are not in a state of ease, which is why I like to say the word like that, dis-ease, disease. So in this case, when we have this positive charge, this free radical, positive is not in a good way. It's not a good thing. So one reason that direct physical contact with the ground might have a beneficial physiological impact is that the Earth's surface has negative charge. So remember, we don't love the positive. We want a little bit more of the negative, right? The Earth's surface has this negative charge, and it's constantly generating electrons that can neutralize free radicals. Acts like an antioxidant would. Can't think of any better reason to get out. Let your feet be naked and free and ground or earth with your feet. So normally we think of antioxidants as coming from food, but we may be able to generate them directly from the earth. So why not? Summer homework never seemed so helpful, did it? You might have some great benefits from your grounding and earthing and connecting with your breath, such as clearing your mind. So when you're walking barefoot, especially if you're new to it, you're usually paying pretty close attention to make sure you don't step on a rock or a thorn. You're becoming present. You're aware of what's in front of you. And in that moment, your inner chatter, the dialogue in your mind clears. It helps you focus on the here and now. We think about stepping carefully, our earthing, our grounding, and connecting with our breath. Perhaps focusing on that space between our ribs and our navel, the solar plexus chakra. My favorite way to walk barefoot is to envision that beautiful bright light of energy as we radiate the solar plexus chakra. Now, whether or not you're a fan of yoga, getting barefoot on the ground is foot yoga. It strengthens our feet, it stretches the muscles in our feet, our tendons and our ligaments and our ankles and calves as well, which is great because it helps us prevent energy. It can help us prevent straining our knees. It can even help us with back problems. But if you're not used to being barefoot, you're going to work all new muscles, helping you ensure that we strengthen our cores, we stay upright, and that our balance is really spot on. And believe it or not, there's more benefits. So you kind of get a reflexology session when you go barefoot. A little reflex points in every part of your body, but especially in your feet. So every little bump in the road, per se, helps you stimulate these little reflex points. And it's okay if you're tender and it starts to hurt a little bit at first if you're not used to it, but this means that your feet need that stimulation. So I encourage you to try a little bit. It goes a long way, and then over time, build up. Your sensitivities will go away. Those areas of tenderness will be rejuvenated, helping you decrease symptoms of any ailments or disease. Now, I don't know about you, but I just feel happier being barefoot. It reminds me of the carefree, innocent childhood days. So it can definitely help you reduce any senses of anxiety or depression. Remember, we're slowing down, we're connecting, we're presently and mindfully breathing. And it can help us increase our endorphins. When we feel good and we're being stimulated, we have really good feel-good chemicals and hormones coursing through our bodies. Way back in the day, when everyone walked barefoot, people tended to sleep a little bit better than we do now. So it can be a cure for insomnia, let's believe. And quite literally, as you walk barefoot, you are grounding every step of the way. Our bodies are made up of about 60% of water, which is great for conducting electricity. Remembering that the earth has that negative ionic charge. So going barefoot helps us ground our bodies to that charge. And we can begin to detoxify, calm ourselves, reduce our inflammation, and start to synchronize clocks. Everything going on in our bodies with what's going on outside of our bodies. We become one with nature and the universe as a whole. So we're getting back to what matters with this simple summer solstice meditation and homework today. To be barefoot outside doesn't just involve your feet. Now we know that the rest of you has to be outside as well to walk barefoot in the grass or whatever form of earth you're using. So you get to connect with Mother Nature all around. An instant mood booster if the weather's nice. Aim to feel some sunshine on your face, hear the wind in the trees, or maybe in your area you have some cicada noises or some birds, whatever's around you, try to connect with it. When we feel this connection, we are infinitely tapped into a higher power, back in touch with nature. And it's easier when we become grounded and calm to be able to put things into perspective. Let's return to our breath, inhaling through our nose and exhaling either through nose or mouth, whatever feels best for you. We'll turn back to this summer solstice meditation and our grounding practice of walking barefoot as often as we need to attract abundance. Remember that when we feel good and we project good vibes, we tend to reap the benefits of that. And it comes right back to us. We'll celebrate nature's bounty, the beauty of the summer season, and hopefully begin to cultivate a little bit of patience as we settle into the slowness of our long summer days ahead. Breathing in together again. And fully exhaling, re-envisioning, as we close our practice, our solar plexus chakra, that golden sun growing brighter and stronger Each time we breathe, remembering our mantra to connect with this chakra is Ram. Ram. Really good one to remember. And as you breathe in, I feel empowered to be my very best self. Exhale and project some of that to coworkers, family members, neighbors, those far and wide. I have many strengths. I breathe in my confidence and I release any doubts. Courage flows through me. I am capable of making the very best decision in every given situation. I have many strengths. And most importantly today, I leave you with a powerful but simple mantra. We just have to remember to speak it or think it to ourselves. I love and respect myself. I know that is true for you since you took the time out of a busy schedule to meditate. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope that you enjoy the summer season and reflect back on this summer solstice meditation. Anytime you step outside, I encourage you to get a little naked and free in your feet. My light honors your light. I hope you have a terrific day today, and namaste.